This is Eagle Owl, and today we're gonna talk Jason Kelce. He gave his honest opinion about Tyler Steen. We're gonna talk about it. Also, Jake Elliott possibly got some competition coming into the building. And lastly, we got to talk about a Pryor draftee is coming back to Philadelphia. But let's get straight into it. All right, man. So let's get straight into the topics, man. Let's talk about it. So, Jake Elliott. Now, if we had a negative to talk about last season, like a true negative that has been bad through the season, was Jake Elliott. Now, I give him props. Super Bowl, he did his thing. I think in the snow, he had, one of his best games, but I think he was missing extra points. I'm going off the top of my head. The NFC Championship game, he left some points on the board. It was games he left points on the board per se. I don't know what was going on with the extra points, but Jake Elliott had one of his worst years. Now, later came out that it was possibly because he was dealing with an injury. Even when you look at Jake Elliott's misses, they all look the same. Look like they was fading right or fading really left. They just look the same. Like something's not right. Is it the snap? That's the reason why we got rid of the long snapper. Is it Jake Elliott and his head? Or was it an injury that was not disclosed? I don't know. But again, Jake Elliott alluded to it could have been an injury. But you got to bring in competition just in case. And it's a kicker out of Temple named Madish Trujillo. I believe that's the name. I think it's a Spanish name, a Spaniard name. So I don't want to botch it. But he's known for the kick. He kicked the 64-yarder in the link. I think the longest kick ever kicked in the link was I don't know what was going on with the kickers last year. But we know what was happening in Baltimore, the massages, but we're going to leave that alone. But let's get back to Philadelphia. Again, man, Jake Elliott, he got to, if it was a mental thing, he better clean it up fast because this guy coming in to try to take Jake Elliott's job is legit. He's young. You could get him on a really cheap contract. We know he got the long distance kick. Don't really miss kicks at all. That 64-yarder that he kicked in the lane possibly got him in the league. Even if he go undrafted, somebody's going to pick him up for sure, especially how atrocious the kicker was this year. So I think we should bring him in. I mean, he's Temple. He's Philly. He's right there. Bring him in, see what he got, and let him compete with Jake Elliott. It's nothing wrong with a little competition. I'm going to talk about a guy, and I might just transition into it. Tyler Steen. Tyler Steen, right? Because I keep saying bring in competition for Tyler Steen. You guys like, no, he's ready, this, that, and the third. But when I say, oh yeah, you should bring in competition for Sidney Brown, everybody agree with that. Maybe you should bring in competition for Keely Ringo. Everybody agree with that. You say bring in competition for Tyler Steen. No, he's ready. We installing. We trust this, that, and the third. Well, Jason Kelce got the same sentiment as me. And mind you, Jason Kelce, before I read over his statement, remember last training camp, he was the one that went up to Mekhi Becton and was like, hey, do you want to try right guard and see what you can do? And Mekhi Becton was like, yeah, I give it a shot. Jason Kelce taught Mekhi Becton into right guard. Remember that. Becton was going to stay on his side. He knew what it was. He was possibly going to be a backup. But he actually gave the guard position a shot, and now he's getting paid to be a guard in Los Angeles, and it paid off for him. So Jason Kelce was asked, Tyler Steen filling in that role, and this is what he had to say. Jason Kelce on Eagles guard Tyler Steen playing a bigger role in 2025 in the O-line depth. I would like to see him a bit more consistent. I agree, Jason Kelce. He's very good at times. And at other times, he'd get a little bit out of balance or he'd get beat. But he's a good player and somebody I certainly am happy giving into a season playing My concern a little bit is you lose Makai Becton, you lose Fred Johnson. You had the Cam Jurgens and Landon Dickerson injuries going into the Super Bowl, and after that, I want to see who is going to replace the death issue. Who's going to be the Tyler Steen this year if Tyler Steen is the starter and somebody needs to play? Is this a major drop off that really hurts the unit? Now, we're going to talk about a former guy coming back, so I think the unit will just it'll be fine. But Jason Kelce sound like me. My thing with Tyler Steen, the numbers don't back up and show that he's ready. They don't. But you don't want to solely go off of PFF, just to be fair to Tyler Steen. But there are times I look at him like, oh, okay, he's really good. Then there's times I look at him like, I don't know. I think Jason Kelce used the right words. It's inconsistent. He got to get better. I mean, bad plays are going to happen. People give up bad plays, but the consistency is not there. It's not there at all. So, especially the penalties. So, are we ready for him to take that spot, or that's going to be a glaring hole? Because what the Eagles are doing, they bringing in guards, they bringing in competition. You know, you trade C.J. Gardner-Johnson, even though the Kenyon Green is not the best competition based on the numbers, based on what he did in Houston. But maybe, Jeff Stoutland can fix him up, get his confidence back, and he can really compete with Tyler Steen. Because they again, there's a reason why you bringing in these guys. Yes, you lost Fred Johnson. Yes, you lost Makai Becton. But we talking about possibly taking another player in the second, third round in this draft coming up. And then you make that trade, and then transition to this. You sign Matt Pryor. Matt Pryor, just when I was talking about the 2018 draft is like completely gone, except Jordan Mailata, Matt Pryor comes back. And I thought Matt Pryor was decent when, he was traded with the Carson Wentz package. I thought he was decent, but he was tradable. I mean, he was replaceable. Obviously, Isaac Salamalu and those guys did a really good job. But Matt Pryor, who I thought was decent with the Bears. I mean, his PFF score looked really good. Oh, he was really good in the pass blocking. He was top 10 in pass blocking according to PFF. The knock on him and what people was going to say, and I don't even think it's a knock on him. Yo, bro, he gave up 7 sacks. If you watch the Bears, if you just watch any game, you watch Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams, he was a rookie. He's one of those guys. He's trying to make a play every single play. So when quarterbacks do that, instead of throwing it away and just calling it a loss, like, okay, we got another down, or hell, we got to punt it. Caleb Williams, he'll try to run. He'll try to do these Patrick Mahomes type throws, and he just did too much, and that led into sacks, and they got to put the sacks on somebody. And obviously, Matt Pryor took the low pause. But when you look at his passing grade, it doesn't match with the sacks because it was more of a Caleb Williams problem. That's something he got to learn. Like, I got to get rid of the ball faster because it makes his O-line look bad. Whereas though Matt Pryor had a really good season. And when you look at the season he had, Matt Pryor can beat out, if they put him at right guard, he can beat out Tyler Steen easily. Easily. Matt Pryor can really play ball. He can really play ball, man. Right now, to me, he's the best possible guard on the team. I think he's better than Tyler Steen right now. You got to see training camp, of course. I obviously think he's better than Kenyon Green going into that right side. So Matt Pryor is a really good signing. A really good signing. And that's the competition for me. Now, Tyler Steen can beat out Matt Pryor. I got to salute him. I got to salute him. But if he can't, I mean, hey, it is what it is. You got a good rotational piece. That's my thing, too, because everybody was bringing up Fred Johnson numbers to me. I'm like, I never said Fred Johnson should be a starter. I think he's good, being that swing tackle, somebody go down for a play or two, or just playing the backup. I think he was great for that. I never say he should be a starter. Tyler Steen, I think he's great being like that swing guard. Somebody goes down, you put him in. You got a decent guard that can hold that spot. Now, a full time starter, I don't know about that. Hell, I'm not even mentioning Trevor Keegan because he's more of a left guard than right guard, but I could see him competing for that right guard spot because left guard is pretty much Landon Dickerson's spot. So I could see him in that competition too. But right now, you had to go anybody. Matt Pryor. Matt Pryor, man. He's the guy. And Matt Pryor is one of those ones. He could play left guard, right guard, could play tackle. He's big, he's strong. He's developed through the years. He's seasoned. So, very good signing by the Philadelphia Eagles, in my opinion. But that's all I got for you guys today. And hey, man, what do you think and how do you feel? Jake Elliott is his replacement coming to Philadelphia? We'll see. Also, Matt Pryor coming back. I love to see it. And Tyler Steen, man. And dude, Jason Kelce got a point. But this is Eagle Owl, man. I'm out.